Alright, another factoring video. In this case, we're factoring with a -1. Sometimes you might wonder why would we do that. Depends on the situation. It's all situational. Let's take a look back at this. Is -4 equal to 4? Well, no, of course not. But if you factor -4, it becomes two numbers, -1 times 4. So you can create a +4 out of that. Boom, right there. By dividing out or factoring a -1. So anything that's negative, you could divide out a negative and create it and make it into a positive number. So let's take a look at this. This is where we get tricked up a lot. Is r minus 3 equal to 3 minus r? Try r equaling 5. Let's substitute it in. 5 minus 3, is that equal to 3 minus 5? Well, no. One of them is going to be +2 and the other is going to be -2. So no, they're not the same. But if we have something like this, we got what we'll eventually see a rational function. We'd like to cancel out as much as we could. So what we do, well, in this case, we can't do that. That happens a lot, though, when people think, hey, r minus 2, 3 minus r, let's just cancel it out, that's close enough. Can't really do that. So let's try this. Let's divide out a -1 from something. If we divide out a -1 from the second numerator, the 3 minus r, look what happens. Look closely. That +3 becomes negative. That negative r becomes positive. And then you reverse their places and you get r minus 3, which now, in this case, you can cancel that with the denominator in the first fraction. Bam! So that cleans it up quite a bit. That's -1 over r squared. So it does help us to reduce things when you can divide out a -1. Here's an advanced version of that. We have all these expressions here in rational form. Let's factor out as much as we can. In the second fraction, in the numerator, you see that x minus 5 is there. And in the denominator of the first fraction, you see 5 minus x. Again, that's not equal, but if we divide that -1, we use that -1, we can divide that out of the bottom. Either one we could try it, but let's do the denominator one. Divide that -1, change the signs on both terms, reverse their position, and I also move that -1 to the front, multiplied it with 3x squared to get -3x squared. And now we notice we can cancel out the x minus 5s on those two terms there. Bam! Alright, so that -1, the use of the -1 can help us when things look very similar yet have opposite signs. Alright, let's see where we can use that today. You take care. Bye.